Good evening, everyone. It is the end of day 7 for me of this detox, and doing this check in my PJs. I am feeling really ready to go to bed. I took a hot tub, and it's making me feel like anyway, I did want to share some insights since it's the end of the first week. I've been having some insights, and I wanted to share those with you today. And I think the biggest one is, that I hadn't realized like how far I had really let myself go in terms of boundaries around like consumption. Um, you know, I think there's something to be said for having sort of certain boundaries or rules or limitations, especially as I get older. For instance, I didn't realize it, but as I think about it now and as I've been not able to do it over the last week, I've realized that like I had no qualms or even would think about eating after dinner. Like I just wouldn't even think about it. If I was hungry, if I felt hungry, if I was staying up late working on something or whatever, I would just go ahead and eat, anytime, like carte blanche. And the thing about that is, as you get older, is it doesn't really work anymore. Like I'll speak for myself, it doesn't work for me. I've can see why I've put on some weight because I can't just be eating all the time whenever I want if just because I'm hungry, and then hunger also can come from other things. So it might not just be that I'm hungry, it might be that I'm frustrated. This is another scenario, not the late night one, but like it might be that I'm frustrated during the day, or maybe I'm really thirsty, but I think I'm hungry or something. So it's been just really interesting and great on this week so far. So like get back in touch with what hunger is, how hunger is not going to kill me, like it's okay. But also to see how strung out I get when I don't eat for long periods of time and how I handle that. So but it's interesting. Really, the thing that hit me today when I was thinking about it was just it's been nice to kind of have these imposed boundaries, like I do not eat after dinner. Um, or I don't eat X, Y, and Z. Like I don't eat I'm not eating wheat right now, so it doesn't even come into the equation for me. And what happens always with me is that if I don't have something for a while, then I don't miss it. It's only when I've been having it that I miss it right away. So that was a big one for me. I also feel, interestingly, like another thing that came up for me this week is that it's actually easier and a lot more manageable in a way to do this than like my everyday regular life because I don't have to think about what I'm going to eat for breakfast and lunch. Like I know I'm just eating the shakes and that's it. Because what happens with me also is I'm super busy and I'm a freelancer, so I don't have a set schedule. I don't have a set lunchtime. I don't have a set anything. Every single day is different. And I find myself running from one thing to the next and, suddenly like being rushed or whatever it is. And so I've realized that it's kind of easier for me to just know, like, yeah, this is what I'm eating for the day. It's just these shakes and these certain snacks that I have, and that's it. And I don't have to think about it, and I don't have to wonder if there's food in the house or if there's not, or if there's the wrong food, because a lot of times what will happen is I'll be starving, I'll be working in here in my studio, and then I'll realize I'm starving, and I'll go in the house, and like the easiest thing to grab is like a bag of chips or something. So it's really been good to not do that. I also do want to mention the no alcohol thing. Super agrees with my body. It just does. Like I just feel, um, I feel clear. It's not like I drank a lot, but we drink wine with dinner a lot, and then sometimes that will turn into like several glasses after dinner. And I just think I don't need that. I really don't need that in my life on an everyday basis. Like it's fine to drink, but I don't miss it. I'm actually kind of happy to have it out of my life right now. because it doesn't do me any good. Like there's nothing really good about it. And I think that's another thing with weight gain is just those empty calories. So that's interesting. And then also like on a more sort of spiritual note, the revelation that I had yesterday was that, it starts with this basic foundation, like to be the very best version of myself that I can be, which is really important to me and something I wanted to do. It starts with this foundational stuff. It starts with clean living for me. And so it does feel good, even though I've been going through, tiredness and the emotions are super up and down, and I can't just have that glass of wine or that coffee to fix it. Um, it's better. It's better. I'm really hoping that this will not just be a 30-day thing, but I'll be able to take this throughout the rest of the year and just kind of live like this. One last thing I think is interesting is a lot of people are talking so much about snacks online on the Facebook page and all these snacks that they found. And, just because it's gluten free and dairy free, it doesn't mean that it's good for you. And I was so glad that somebody mentioned that on the page today, to be careful about that, because I'm trying really not to snack that much, or if I do snack, it's like nuts, or it's like organic jerky. It's a half of an avocado with sea salt, or the fit chews with a handful of nuts or something like that. Um, but for me, if I get into this thing of just because it's like technically okay on the cleanse, like I can't let myself go there, because there's a million things that you can get these days that are going to be okay on the cleanse, but they're not really going to help your body to detox and to as the woman was saying online, like to get used to knowing that your body is just fine without all that stuff and without all the snacks and without all the sweet and all of that kind of stuff. So those are my thoughts for tonight. It was a little bit longer post, but I wanted to share those insights with you, and I think I'll do that at the end of every week, a little bit longer of a post. Feel free to make comments if you so choose, or have something to share or say. I would love to hear from you. And I did notice I was at the gym. I lost 2 pounds this week, which is cool. And my pants are fitting a little bit better. They were really getting tight over the holidays, which really stinks. I was in my fat jeans like the whole time. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.